Hi, welcome to chair yoga. We'll do standing chair yoga with props. We're going to go ahead and get started. We will be using a chair, or you can use a wall if you're at home, you don't have a chair, you have furniture. And I will be demonstrating with some blocks. If you don't have a block, you could use a step or a heavy book or something like that, just something to raise your foot up with. My name is Dr. Beth, and we'll get started in a standing position. So go ahead and bring your big toes to touch unless doing that makes you feel uneasy. Then go parallel to each other. So you really want your feet to sort of look like they're on railroad tracks. Stand up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back. And then reverse it for a few. And then we'll bring ourselves to stillness. Standing up nice and tall, turn your palms towards the front of the room. Extend through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders. Draw the belly button in and up. Rotate your inner thighs back. Take the tongue off the roof of the mouth. And simply begin to breathe in and out through the nose. If having your eyes closed makes you feel like you're going to fall over, then open them just a sliver, like you're just gazing through your eyelashes. And we'll draw the attention to the breath, following the breath as it moves in through the nose, and then back out the nose. Taking these first few moments of the class to really quiet, to focus ourselves, to quiet our minds. And as always, remember to modify if you need to modify. You do the poses to your ability, not your neighbor's, not mine. In yoga, we honor our body, we honor our space. Inhale and sweep your arms up. Maybe lift the heart, maybe press the palms. And then exhale them back down. Begin to flutter your eyes open. Turning towards the chair or maybe a piece of furniture or the wall at home. We'll start in our half lift position. Placing the hands on the base of the chair, about shoulder width apart, shoulders over the wrists. The feet are about hips width distance apart. Draw the belly and extend through the crown of the head. Draw the shoulders back, nice flat back. Now if this hurts your wrists, you have some options. Anytime during the class, you may drop down to the forearms. It'll look a little different, but it's completely fine. If you want a little more height, and you have the blocks, you could come down onto the forearms on the blocks as well. So again, we're listening to our bodies. Back is flat, shoulders down, chin off the chest, slight bend in the knees. Let's move through cow and cat. So on an inhale, the belly drops, the heart lifts, the gaze goes up, cow pose. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin in and press the floor away for cat. Again, inhale, belly drops, heart lift, gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin in and press the floor away for cat. Go ahead and move through cow and cat on your breath cycle. Inhales move you to cow. Exhales move you to cat. Taking the time to really articulate through the spine. And if you're on your forearms, it may look like this. Let's do one more time in each direction. On an inhale, find your way back to that flat back, half lift position. On your exhale, fold forward. And you have some options here. You can keep your hands on the chair and place your forehead on the chair. You could take a little step back and let your head hang, still keeping your hands on the chair. You can let your hands hang too. Your choice. Relax your head. Make sure the knees are bent, especially if you're hanging the full way over, so that the belly is sort of resting on the thighs. Let the shoulders relax, the head relax, and allow gravity to simply pull the crown of the head closer to the floor. You're simply breathing in and out through the nose, maybe noticing that the body is gently swaying side to side. On an inhale, lift your chest a little. Hands back to the chair or wall if you've removed them, and step back a little bit further. Going into our down dog position, the feet are separated, the knees are bent, the arms are extended long, and the head hangs. We're getting that stretch through the upper back, the neck, the chest. Breathe. If you don't want to step back, you can extend the arms long on the base of the chair. That's fine too. This is our down dog position. On your inhale, lift your chest, bringing the shoulders over the wrists and the hips towards the base of the chair. The gaze goes up for an up dog. Now try not to dump into your shoulders. Lift your sternum. And then exhale, back to down dog. You do not have to go that deep. You can inhale and just lift the heart, keeping the heels down. And then exhale back. You can walk a little closer and come up on the toes and keep the knees bent a little. We're just moving gently through down dog and inhales to up dog. Again, listening to your body. One more time in each direction. When you get back to that up dog, whatever it looks like for you, lift the heart, lift the gaze towards the top of the ceiling. Let the hips fall a little closer. Exhale one more time down the down dog. And then inhale, bring yourself to standing. Going into a side bend. We'll turn our body so the one side, in this case it's my right side, is by the base of the chair or the wall. I'm going to start with some blocks. You don't need to use blocks. Your feet are hips width distance apart or big toes touching if you can tolerate it. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, the left arm comes up and reaches overhead. The right elbow bends. If you want to go deeper, you simply can bring the hand to the base of the chair. Press that left hip away from you, trying to make a banana shape. This is called standing half moon. Maybe take the gaze towards the bicep. Draw the belly in. Feel that nice deep stretch up the side of the body. Breathe. And then slowly release. Turning to the other side. You want to mirror your sides. I'm going to start with our blocks. Either feet separated or big toes touching, standing up tall. Right arm reaches up overhead, left elbow bends. Draw the belly in. Maybe you went deeper. Brought the hand to the base of the chair. Right hip is pressing out to the right. The gaze goes towards that right bicep. Try not to clench your glutes. Belly in, breathe. And slowly release. Turning back towards the chair again, feel free to use the blocks if you want them. Starting in our half lift position with our shoulders directly over the wrist. Now these arms are straight but not locked. Crown of the head is forward. Take the right toes out behind you. Start with the toes on the floor. Take an inhale. As you exhale, round the back and try to bring your knee towards your nose. On an inhale, extend the leg back out. Now you can keep touching the floor here if you would like. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Simply moving back and forth. Again, feel free to drop the toes in between each one. Or if not, you can extend the leg and flex the foot. But that standing leg is solid but not locked. You're simply moving with your breath. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you round. One more time. Extend back out. And then gently lower the foot. Reposition yourself. Left toes reach out behind you. Again, that foot is down the first. Crown of the head forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, lift and extend. Again, the toes can touch the mat. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Standing leg solid, not locked. As always, feel free to modify. And you're simply moving through these two motions with your breath. Nice and slow. Let's do 2 more times. On your last one, extend long. And then place the foot back down. Going into a lunge position, step forward with your right foot. If you're using the chair, get the base of the chair by your knee. The foot is flat, the heel is down, and the toes are pointed towards your forward wall. If you're using a wall, you can go sideways or forward, your choice. Giant step back with the left foot. The heel is lifted. Think high heels here. Bring the left hip forward a little so you're square to the chair. Press through the back heel. Lift the chest. Now you can keep your hands on the chair. Maybe you use some blocks. Maybe you could reach the back of the chair. That'll work. Or the wall. Maybe you're ready to challenge yourself and one arm comes up. Full expression, both arms are up. Relax your shoulders. Hug your ribs in. Draw the right hip back. Make sure you can wiggle the right toes. No death gripping your mat. Extend through the crown of the head. Breathe. Press through the left heel. This is our high lunge position or Anjaneyasana. On an exhale, we slowly release, taking our time. And returning to that half lift position, we'll move into the other side. The left foot steps forward, again, knee by the base of the chair, foot flat. You want to make sure that front heel is down. The toes are pointed forward as we extend the right foot out behind you. The heel is lifted, so you're on the ball of the foot. Bring the right hip forward so you're square to the chair. Draw the shoulders down. Make sure you can wiggle those left toes. And then from here, you make your choices. Ideally, we mirror our sides, but sometimes our sides are different. So you want to respect those differences. If you're in full expression, make sure the shoulders stay down. Try not to shrug them up too far. Everybody hug your ribs in. Draw the left hip back and press through the right heel. Breathe. And slowly release. Coming back to our half lift position. Going into balancing half moon. Again, remember, if you want to be on your hands, you can be, but we're going to drop to our forearms here, with or without the blocks, your choice. Forearms are down, shoulders over the elbows. Make sure you're not dumped here. I want you to lift your chest, crown of the head is forward. Right foot extends out so the toes are on the mat. The left knee is bent. You should transfer your weight to that left leg without dumping the hip down. Lift the right foot to your comfort. If you want to keep the toes down, go right ahead. Right hand comes to the chair. Keep your elbow in and take your gaze over that right shoulder. Maybe you can stack your hips. Maybe you extend the leg out behind you. Maybe you bring your hand to your hip. Maybe you extend the arms long. Feel free to keep it wherever you can hold. Standing legs solid, not locked. You can wiggle those left toes, crown of the head is forward. One day you might be one straight line from the heel to the head. Belly in, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Gently come in. Back to our half lift position. Starting on our forearms. Again, we're making sure we're not dumping. We don't want to put any extra stress on the shoulders. We're lifted here. Left toes start back. We get our balance on that right leg. Equal weight in the foot. Knee is bent. And again, you can keep your foot down the whole time. Maybe you want to lift it. Left hand comes to the base of the chair. The elbow stays in. Don't let it flare out. And then we start to take the gaze up and over that left shoulder. Maybe one day the hips stack. Maybe one day the hand comes to the hip or extends to the ceiling. Pull the belly in, crown of the head forward, no dumping into the right shoulder. You want to mirror your sides. One day maybe a straight line from the head to that heel. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back. Back into our half lift position on our forearms. We'll be revolving here. Right foot goes back. Get your balance on that left leg again. Crown of the head is forward. Lift the right foot to your comfort. The toes stay down. So if you look at your toes, they should be pointed to the floor. Crown of the head back forward. Now the left hand comes to the chair. So it's opposite hand, opposite foot. Take the gaze over the left shoulder. Draw the belly in. Feel free to reach the left arm towards the ceiling if you want to. Feel free to keep it on the chair. Standing legs solid, not locked, no death gripping the mat. Lift yourself up like you're flying. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Half lift position on the forearms. Making sure we're not dumping. We're resetting ourselves here. We're taking our time. Left toes go back. Weight is on that right foot, nice and even. You can wiggle the toes, knee is bent. Left foot lifts. Again, if you're checking out your toes, they should be pointed to the floor, but then bring that crown of the head back forward so you're not dumping the head down. Right hand comes to the chair. Gaze goes up and over the right shoulder. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Mirror your sides. Maybe the hand stayed on the chair. Maybe the hand extended to the ceiling and you opened your chest. Listen to your body. Draw the belly in. Lengthen the spine. Lift that back leg. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Take a giant step forward with the right foot. We're going into a triangle pose here, or more like a pyramid, I guess. The right leg is extended long. My knee is close to the chair, but my leg is straight, so it extends straight under the chair. The foot is flat. The left foot steps back a little, and the left foot turns on about a 45-degree angle, so it's a little going diagonal here. Equal weight. Bring your right hip back. Now you can keep your hands down. You can bring your hands to the chair with the blocks. You can extend out over the chair, pulling the right hip back, crown of the head forward. You can lift your arms up if you would like. Whatever works for you. If your arms are on the back of the chair, draw the right shoulder back, extend through the crown of the head. Draw the belly and shift that right hip back. Breathe. No locking your knees. For 3, 2, and 1. We're gently going to switch sides. So whatever makes sense for you, I'm going to step my right foot back, making sure my foot is on that 45-degree angle, and step the left one forward. But whatever works for you, it's fine. The left foot is flat. The leg is straight, it's extended under the chair. Bring the left hip back, right hip forward. Extend through the legs. You can wiggle your toes. Try not to lock out your knees here. The hands can come to the blocks. They can extend over the chair. They can reach up if you did that. Try to mirror the sides here. If you're using the wall, maybe you're pressing your hands against the wall. You're going to bring that left hip back. Draw the shoulders back. Bring the right hip forward. Don't lock that front knee. Lengthening through the spine. Breathing. And slowly come out. Bring the left foot back and step the right foot forward. Again, we're going into a side angle pose. It starts off like a lunge, so the knee is touching the chair, heel directly under the knee. So you have that 90-degree angle in the knee. The foot is flat, the toes are forward. Step back with the left foot, and it's on an angle, and your hips are on an angle. So we're opening sort of diagonally here. From here, you can keep your hand on the chair. You can place it on a block. You can come down to your forearm if you would like. I'll start here. Try to stack your shoulders so we're opening to the side. Left arm reaches up and over. Don't lock out that right elbow. Bend into it. Relax your right shoulder. Keep your elbow bent in. Feel free to drop down to the forearm. Ground the left heel. Gaze towards the bicep. Hug the ribs in.
Relax the shoulders. Feeling that tremendous stretch of the side body. Don't dump into that right shoulder. Lift that chest. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. We'll switch sides. We'll take our time. Whatever makes sense for you. I'm going to just switch my legs back. You do what works for your body. The left foot is flat, 90-degree angle in the left knee, and it's right beside the side of the chair. The right foot takes that giant step back, and maybe one day you'll have heel-to-heel alignment, like a straight line. That's not today, that's fine. Foot is flat. Hips and foot are sort of pointed in the same direction at this diagonal. Feel free to use the block. Feel free to use the forearm. Make sure you can wiggle those toes. Extend the right arm up and over. Gaze towards the bicep. Draw the shoulder down. Draw the front of the body in. Maybe go to your level. Maybe you drop to the forearm. Gaze goes up. Ground that back heel. Feel that extension along the entire side body. Don't hold your breath. Let's breathe in and out through the nose for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, we'll start in our half lift position. Forearm half lift. We're going to do some planks here. You'll do your planks to your level. Keep your shoulders over your elbows. Feel free to grab the chair if you want. If you're on the wall, you can just put the forearms on the wall and walk your feet away. We'll start to walk our feet back. It doesn't have to be real far. Lift the heels. Maybe you want to bend the knees. You don't want to go so deep. Maybe you want to extend the whole way into a plank, drawing the belly in. Try not to clench through the hips or the glutes. Feel free to be here. Feel free to drop the hips a little lower. Try to engage your belly. Extend through the crown of the head. Don't let that head drop or look up. Keep it in a nice neutral position. Breathing. Your choice, wherever you're at. Full plank or bent knees, it's fine for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to our side plank. I'm going to start by bringing my feet in a little, lift my hips. Left arm will stay down, left forearm down, right hand comes to the chair, and we're going to twist. Now from here, you can lift, you can twist the knees to the side. You can stack your shoulders, bring your hands to the hips. You can extend your legs straight out and do a full side plank. Your choice. I'm going to stay here to show that option. Lift from the hips, lift from the underside. Draw the belly in. For 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Heels are lifted, knees are bent. Don't dump into that shoulder. Right forearm down. Left hand to the chair, and we start to turn to the left. So again, we're going to start by stacking our shoulders. Hand can stay down, it can come to the hip. Legs can extend for the full side plank, lifting from the other side. You find your space, and you simply breathe. Lift. Don't dump. For 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Bringing the feet in a little bit. Standing up nice and tall. The target position is to bring the foot to the chair. If this is too high for you, you could place the blocks, 1 or 2 on the floor, and place the foot on the floor. If you're at home, you could use a step. Take a little hop back with that left foot. Try to keep the heel down, and then the hips go forward. So if you're at home, maybe you're holding onto a wall. The hips go forward, the knee does not pass the toe. So if your knee wants to pass your toe, walk your foot forward or walk this foot back a little. Shoulders down. You can bring your hand to the thigh. You can reach them up overhead. We're trying to feel this up, that left hip flexor. Breathe. And then slowly release. Again, we want to try to mirror our sides. So if you use the chair or the step, do the same thing on this side. Left foot comes up, toes towards the base of the chair. We shift our hips forward, not letting that front knee pass the toe. Don't death grip that chair. Back heel is flat. If you need to go a little deeper, you can hop that foot back a little. Hips move forward and away. Belly's in. And then you mirror your sides. You can bring your hand here. Try not to put pressure on the actual knee. Keep it on the meaty part of your leg, where the arms can go up, or they can stay at the wall or the chair. Relax the shoulders, draw the belly in. Breathe. And slowly release. Right foot is going to come back to the chair or step. This time the leg will stay long. Keep a micro bend in the knee and make sure your toes are pointed to the ceiling. Bring the right hip back. Bend in the left knee as you shift yourself forward. Now you can bring your hands to the chair. You could put blocks there. You could reach for the back of the chair. You should feel this up the back of the leg. Draw the belly in. Crown of the head forward. So keep that neck in neutral alignment so the chin is not touching the chest and it's not lifted up real high. Draw that right hip back. Press through that right heel. And slowly come out. Mirroring our sides, the left foot will come up or onto the chair or the step. The leg is long, not locked. The left toes are pointed to the ceiling. Bring your left hip back a little. Lean the chest forward. Nice bend in the right knee as you press that left hip back. Pull the toes back. Find that neutral neck position. And then again, you can reach for the chair. You can keep your hands down. Draw the belly in. Soften the shoulders. Breathe. Slowly release. Turning sideways towards the chair. So this is the full position. The foot is on the chair, toes pointed to the back of the chair. If this isn't happening today, you can drop the knee to the chair, or you could add those blocks or the step and place the foot on the step. Your choice. You're standing up nice and tall. I'm going to start with my hand, right hand on the back of the chair, left knee's bent. Lift the chest, hug the ribs in. If you have the balance, the left arm will come up. If you can, the right arm comes up. This is our tree pose. Maybe you take the gaze to the ceiling, you lift the heart. Gratitude pose. What are you grateful for today? Take a breath. As you exhale, bring the hands back down. And we'll simply switch sides. Mirror your sides. We'll turn the other way. Full expression. The left foot comes to the chair, toes pointed away. Option for knee, option for block. Make it yours. I'm going to start with my hand on the chair for my balance. I'm standing up nice and tall. Right arm comes up. Maybe the left one does. Maybe the gaze goes up. We take a little back bend here. If you need a little gratitude, seek it. If you have a little extra, please share it. Take an inhale. As you exhale, the hands come back down. Turning towards the chair. So again, we're bringing that right foot to the chair, 90-degree angle. Use the step, use your block. Listen to your body. We're doing a twist. Stand up tall on the left side. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. The right hand can stay on the right hip. It can wrap your body. It can reach for the back wall. Maybe the gaze goes over the shoulder. Extend. Breathe. And then slowly release. We'll switch our sides. Nice and gently. Taking the time to mirror our sides, we'll stand up nice and tall. Making sure that left foot is flat, knee is bent. Right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh. The left hand can stay on the hip. It can wrap the body. It can reach, your choice. Draw your shoulders down a little. Gaze towards your fingers that they're reaching for the back wall or up and over the shoulder. Hug your ribs in. Relax your jaw. And slowly release. Moving into our final position, Shavasana. If you cannot get up from the floor easily, feel free to just sit in the chair. If you can, we'll move the chair out of the way. And slowly bring ourselves to the floor. Turning over onto your back. Taking your time here. We have a few minutes, so I'm just going to take advantage of it. Place your feet flat with your knees bent, about hips width distance apart. Place your arms in cactus arms. Now walk your feet away from each other. So your right foot ends up on the right side of the mat and the left foot on the left side of the mat. If you're at home without a mat, just open them up wide. And then gently windshield wiper your knees side to side, nice and easy. Dropping them to the right and then the left. And then gently take your gaze opposite the knees. The next time your knees are to the left, let them fall to the left as you look to the right. Nice and easy. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Breathe. Gently return to windshield wipering the knees side to side. Next time your knees are to the right, let them fall to the right as you look to the left. Soften the shoulders, relax the jaw. Breathe. Coming back to center, do a few more windshield wipers. You can continue to do this. Maybe you want to bring your knees in towards your body. You can hug them in or just bring them in, whatever works, and maybe move the hips side to side. Or move the hips in a circle or a figure eight. Trying to take this moment just to simply massage out your back. Then extend your heels to the ceiling. Keep your hips on the mat, so make sure the hips aren't lifted. The heels directly over the hips and flex your feet. Take the chin off the chest. Arms are by your side, palms are down, the belly is in. We're simply hanging out here in waterfall for a few breaths. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower your heels towards the mat. Take your time. Nice and easy. Try to control the legs as they come down. When your heels hit the mat, open up your feet as wide as your mat. Roll your shoulders down your back, it'll lift your heart. Turn the palms towards the ceiling. Take the tongue off the roof of your mouth. Maybe rock the feet side to side a few times, sort of just letting everything relax down. Close your eyes. Take a moment here and scan your body. Sort of notice if there's anywhere you're tense or you're holding something tight. Shift around. Try to find this super soft space where you simply allow the body to get heavy. Allowing the body to simply melt into the floor. Drawing your attention back to the breath. Just breathing in and out through the nose. In yoga, this is the most important pose we do. It's called Shavasana. It translates into English as corpse pose. Try to let it go. Try to lie still. Don't think, don't fidget. Don't worry about noises around you, overhead, or in your own head. Simply let go. Take one more deep breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Shavasana. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Feel free to remain on your back. There is no reason for you to move unless you are ready. If you are ready to move, we'll roll to one side. If you're dizzy, you will hang out here for a few breaths. If you're all right, you'll simply bring yourself up to a seated position, or you can end the class on your back. It's your choice. Sitting in a comfortable position, I am in easy sitting pose. If this is not easy for you, feel free to place one leg long and one knee bent. or both legs long, or the soles of the feet together, whatever makes sense for you. Sitting up nice and tall, inhale the arms up. Exhale them down. One more time, inhale them up. Press the palms and float them to the heart space. And it truly is my honor and privilege to guide your practice. The light in me honors the light, the love, the peace that lives in each and every one of you. Namaste.